Hey, what's going on, people? Dougal here. I'm here with Armin, CEO of Pacific Trade Takeover.
I was taking a selfie.
He was taking a selfie. We're here at my mother's place. There's some nice complementing lighting I got going on here. Looking hella fine. So it's New Year's Day. It's about 6:30 in the evening. We're both slightly dusty after New Year's Eve, but it's a public holiday, but these boys got to work. We're going to do some stuff on our company profile. We're going to have a look at some documents Abhishek sent us that he wants us to review and understand and edit. And we got anything else, Armin?
No, not apart from it's going to be a very shaky hour or two.
Bit dusty?
To piece together sentences and words and paragraphs because, we've just come out of a New Year's, anyway.
You know what, even when we're feeling a bit dusty, we're still about 3 standard deviations above average intelligence.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Armin?
Yeah, but probably just a bit slow, that's all. Yeah, it's like the Las Vegas Strip on Leamington Road, Rock Farm Avenue. A lot of really stupid, impatient people speeding around the street. Last night we had someone trying to get through a property just to get onto Kissing Point Road onto the other side of Leamington Avenue. We've had a 4-wheel drive attempt to drive through the... basically, yep, through there. Just a lot of shifty, shady characters just appearing on our street, and it's just, look, we're already frustrated living here. Now it's taking an extra 10 minutes just to get home, let alone having all these shady people just try and find their own way through. So I don't know what the solution to that would be. It's only just started. Could it be just in the beginning people are this stupid, or whether it just keeps going for the next month? Yeah.
In the motion now, so we just, with it being a shutdown and all of that, we're just waiting for the signage to be delivered, and then they'll go up. But I'll definitely pass this on to the traffic team to see what further we can do to prevent all the people coming up and down that street.
Yeah. The other concern I have also is Leamington Road, Denham Place, Rock Farm Avenue are right on the edge, the northern edge of the jurisdiction of Granville Police Station. And if there's an emergency where police are required to attend on our streets, they've got to spend an extra 10 minutes driving around the detours just to get through us. So I don't know if you guys have any plans on having some kind of a way. I can't think of a way that could potentially come onto our street from Kissing Point Road at the moment, unless they park on Kissing Point Road and they run across.
And then walk up.
Yeah, but...
which is quite a bit of distance, especially if there's an emergency.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not talking about ambulances and stuff like that as well, but for example, if a house starts burning down, the closest fire station to us is only just down the road on Park Road, but it's going to take them an extra, 10 minutes just to go around the detour. Yeah.
So obviously I don't have an exact answer for you for that right now, but I definitely will take it forward to the traffic team because they're the ones that have arranged everything to get a road occupancy license. So there would have been various things that they would have had to have factored in order to get approval for that license.
Yeah.
So happy to take that through to them, see what their comments are, and happy to give you a call back or send you an email just for way of an update.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, just want to get these idiots off our road, that's all.
Yeah, fair enough. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, leave it with us. As I said, we've got some signage coming and we'll see what further we can do to stop them driving up and down the street there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Perfect. No problem, Armin. Take care.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go. Auntie Gladys decides to build a light rail through our suburb, but blocks off the major arterial road that we need to access our streets on. So any emergencies, going to take an extra 10 minutes to get to us, already slower already as it is. And all the lunatics that are trespassing on our local roads to think that they can get all through road. I'm a very responsible citizen, concerned citizen.
Alright, so me and Armin just working away. Armin, how's the document you're editing?
It's like reading a Year 8 student writing up a manifesto on what corporate banking is.
That's how you do business with big money though, is you start off, writing Year 8 stuff and you get Armin to come and edit it for you. I'm still working right now on the market research for like COVID-19 vaccines. I'm having a look at some WHO programs. This one's about the access to COVID-19 tools accelerator, which has got 4 main things: a vaccine pillar, therapeutics pillar, diagnostics pillar, and health systems connector pillar. So I'm just reading through all these World Health Organization documents and trying to figure out what they mean. So then Abby can go and build some software to track the COVID-19 vaccine rollout and a few other things, and make us all a bunch of money. Boys and girls, good people of YouTube, welcome back to Building an Empire, the series where we take you on our journey of building the businesses that we are. We're going to get young rich, doing young king business. So it's the 2nd of January this morning. I did some work with Armin last night at my place. I just got to Abby's. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I'm back in the office on the grind. I was just writing down the things I'm going to be doing today. I got market research report for COVID, so we can look at developing some software to track the rollout of vaccines. Second thing is analysing some government software tenders so that we can apply for them, potentially generate some quick and easy cash from the government, which is generally a good thing to do. I've got to do some work for Penthouse magazine. I'm working on a document for them, which is kind of my part-time job. I want to work out later on tonight, and I got to do a company profile with Armin, our Pacific Trade Takeover CEO. So a company profile for Pacific Trade Takeover. So I'm going to get to work on that. I actually woke Abby up when I got to his place this morning because him and Aditi were working very late last night on some things which I'm sure they'll update me on in a second. But you know, there's always work to do, so we're trying to get ahead while everyone else is on holidays is kind of the approach. So anyway, just a hot tip of the day. It's the grind. Some of the work's not fun, but you know, you just got to do it.
She's so mean to me.
Abby, did you have a good sleep?
Yeah, right until Adi just barged in because Dougal was here. He decided to basically be mean to me and bake me up.
Come on, I cooked decent food for you.
Yeah, and she wanted me to eat her food, so...
Cooking's one of your special talents. What did you cook up this morning, Aditi?
Basically, I cooked up it's named as Bisibilla Bath. So it's like a very not so popular but really amazing dish. You cook it with rice, vegetables, and I kind of added my own twist and added Szechuan sauce, which is a Chinese kind of thing. So it was just a bit of experiment, but if Dougal is being honest and not so kind, hopefully this experiment worked.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Abby, what do you think of Aditi's cooking?
It was good, it was great, but usually she does great cooking, so it's fine.
He's very much used to it.
He's spoiled.
Yeah. I think I should go for a holiday with my girlfriends for a month or so, where he has to manage everything by himself. It will be fun.
Yes, you can also have alone time where you have to do things by yourself.
I don't mind doing that. I know he's the one who will suffer more if that happens.
We'll see.
That's established, come on.
Okay, Simon, we've been working on the company profile for the last couple of hours, and why don't you tell us about the company profile stuff you did for Dashang, who Dashang were, and how come, and the synergies between our strategies and their strategies.
Well, I mean, Dashang's strategy is essentially the same strategy that we want to achieve here in Australia, but with India. Dashang was with China. And the strategy also potentially here involves 100% Australian equity versus the Dashang strategy, which was 100% Chinese equity in acquiring backward integrated producing assets here in Australia. We could incorporate some Indian equity and make it even more like the Dashang strategy, but at the moment we'll just focus on potentially acquiring with 100%.
And so who wrote the Dashang corporate documents?
Dashang's business level corporate documents to take Australian products into China. I wrote that document, and as I'm writing our strategy for Pacific Trade Takeover and Karaki Group, I am remembering certain things that I wrote for Equal Fine Foods, Dashang's entity, and I'm just sort of reading through it again, and I'm just going, wow, I think this is very similar to what I wrote for Dashang. And it essentially is. It's not plagiarism because I don't have the document on me, but, you know, for example, Dashang's initial aim to take Australian products into China, they had I made up these 5 pillars essentially, and that was to secure, guarantee, control, supply and produce the products that it takes over to China. That is essentially what we want to do as well for Karaki Group and Pacific Trade Takeover. We want to, in the long term, produce our own products, but at the same time, we want to be able to secure the control of those products and guarantee those products through the supply chain. It's basically the same 5 pillars for Pacific Trade Takeover. Yeah, it'd be a very exciting journey.